Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Therapy with Rex. I hope you had a great week last week, and I am looking forward to see what's going on with you this week. Let's give these a little bit of a shuffle. Wishes fulfilled. Love it. Alright, Sag. Oh my gosh. The Star. That's a great one too. Okay, just kidding. I'm not taking jumpers. We're not doing that. Not today. Okay. Sagittarius. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. Ooh, the Wheel. Luck, luck, luck. Three of Wands. What else do we got? The Knight of Cups. The Moon. The Five of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. I'm not taking that guy, he's a jumper. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Ace. Actually, let's put him, since he came out. I don't want to be mean. Where did, oh, there he goes. I'll put him with her. Okay, you got an extra card since he came out. The Page and the King of Pentacles. All right. Sagittarius, let's see what's going on with you this week, shall we? Okay, we got the Page and the King. Awesome. Okay, so in your environment you have the Two of Wands, which tells me you're doing a lot of like planning, daydreaming. You're trying to take a risk and leave your comfort. You have something on your mind that it's a little scary for you, but that's where life is in the little scary moments. That right when you do those, that's when you can, I don't know, you just feel full of life doing it, right? You're kind of doing something a little scary and you're doing it, and that is, oh, it just gives you this exhilarating feeling of I am actually living and not just surviving or not just getting by. In your obstacles, you have the Two of Pentacles. So you are just trying to see how you can do this thing and balance it with everything else going on. Maybe it's so scary. Maybe it's a new job and it's so scary you don't want to let go of your old job until you know it's going to work. Maybe it's a new relationship and you're like, is this really what I want to do? And you're trying to still not commit and live your life, but I mean, you're not all the way in yet. The best case scenario, you got the Wheel. That is everything. That's luck and destiny and fate, fortune, chance, change. You're kind of looking for it all. Best case scenario. What you can use are the Three of Wands. This is not your first rodeo. You have done this before. You have done big things, big hard things before, and you've overcome them, and you've lived to surf another day. You've been able to catch another wave. Yeah, you've grown a lot in past situations. So this isn't, you can do this. What just passed is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is like, it's kind of a romance card. So I'm wondering if this isn't like a relationship thing, or it could be, even if it's not and it's a career life thing, it could be like something that something caught your attention, like maybe a lifestyle caught your attention, or a guy or a girl caught your attention, a mate caught your attention, or maybe it was a job that caught your attention. So something about this that just passed, it was very appealing to you. And it sparked this like energy of where you're thinking about it. You're romanticizing about it in a way. Yeah. So you've caught a glimpse of things in a different light, and it's made you not be able to forget and want to pursue it. What's coming is the Moon. So the Moon is like energy where we can't always see everything. We have to follow our intuition. The details are pretty vague, and we can be a little bit insecure and scared because we can't see the whole picture. We're only seeing where the light is shining, right? There's so much outside of where the light is shining that we can't see, and that can be scary, and it can create a lot of unknown fears, right? Like what if, and then you go down that whole spiral of, oh my gosh, what if this happens, and what if this happens, right? So your attitude is, yeah, you're scared. 5 of Wands, you are afraid of conflict, and you're afraid of competition. You're afraid of arguments and aggression, tension. You're afraid, what if this doesn't work? Or what if, that's why I think it's kind of a career thing, because what if there's too many people are doing it, and there's too much competition, and everybody else is doing this, and how can I do this, and it's not, how's it going to work? And if I create that YouTube channel, there's a million people doing it, and how will that work? And all I can tell you is, yeah, maybe a million people are doing it, and maybe the competition is fierce, but if it's what you're meant to do, nobody can steal that from you. Even if everybody else is doing it, no one's going to do it the way you do it. You are going to have this particular spice that might be for some people and that might not be for some people. But if it brings you internal joy and happiness, then it's totally worth it. I think that's what life is all about, is following those moments of happy. Why spend days that don't bring you joy? Okay, and what people think, oh, the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is like this balanced, like permanent energy, right? It's like a solid foundational energy. And the Page of Pentacles is somebody that can manifest, and I say she because there's a girl on the card, but this person is creative and wise, a little bit sensitive, and kind of wants to follow her inner child. So maybe people think that you're a little bit immature, but they like your idea, and they see that it can bring a lot of like solid foundation. It can be long lasting, right? The King of Pentacles energy is not flighty, it's permanent, and it's secure. He knows what he wants, he knows how to get it. And the Page of Pentacles is alike the same, but she's younger and a little bit immature, which makes sense because it's a new idea, right? And when we're chasing new dreams or new ideas, of course we're all a little immature and inexperienced and starting out, and we may have ideals that are not realistic because we haven't done the thing yet, right? The way you find out what the realistic expectation should be is by doing it. You know, you find out what works and what doesn't work, and all the ideas that you thought may or may not, pan out. I compare it to this. I get this vision of like people before kids and people after kids, right? Everybody before kids most people before kids know exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to handle it. And if I had kids, I would do this and I would do that. And then when you become a parent, it's a little different than what you may have thought. And that's okay, because you don't actually know until you're like in it and going through it, because there's just tiny little details that you can only know and learn by doing it, by going through it. Okay, and your hopes and fears is, it's gonna be a lot of work, and you've got a lot to learn, right? You've only seen what you want, the outcome. You don't know like all the details that go into the thing, like I was just saying. But that's okay. That's how you find out when you go through it, and you'll work it out as fast as you can at your own pace. If it brings you joy, I don't see why that's scary. Learning something is only going to bring growth in your life, which isn't that what we're all here to do, is grow and learn and become more and better anyway? All right. So in the outcome, I've got the Ace of Wands, which tells me that this is going to bring a lot of confidence and passion and energy. It looks like this is something you really want, and you want it more on a soul level than on like a materialistic, like external thing. It's like an internal change that's going to happen, because you're going to be creating what you envision, right, for yourself, and not just like what looks good, if that makes any sense. I think that's where happiness and all the blessings lie, is when internal growth happens. All right, let's pull some clarifiers, shall we? Because why not? I still don't know what the situation is. I'm assuming it's like a, with the pentacles here, I'm assuming it is like a job thing. But then you got the wands. You've got a few wands as well, which could be, I think you have wands as much as you have pentacles, which is purpose and spiritual, which could be career. So that's why it makes me feel like this is a career thing, because your purpose in life, spiritual path, they can all be connected. What's going to make me the most happy and bring the most satisfaction to my soul? And then if the money follows, that's even better, right? If I'm filling my soul and my bank account, hey. All right, so I've got the 5 of Pentacles on the 2 of Wands for your environment, which says that you feel like you don't have what it takes to do this thing that you want to do. You're lacking somehow. But that's just an illusion, because honestly, you're not lacking. You can easily find the resources you need. Like, it's 2 people, they're outside, they're outside in the cold, right? That's what the card is about. But if they just turn around behind them and they see, they can go inside this church and get everything that they need to do what they need to do. So there's resources out there. Just, are you taking advantage of them? And are you actually looking into the possibilities, what can help you and what won't help you? Or are you caught in this what if? Have you even taken the first step to achieving your goals? An obstacle, you got the Star over the 2 of Pentacles. That tells me that maybe you're not feeling supported right now. You're not feeling yeah, I feel like, okay, so what it feels like to me is like you don't feel like you have any support in this idea. You feel like it could just be a crazy idea, and is it a really necessary move in your life? On the best case scenario, on the wheel, we got the 2 of Wands, which is planning and taking the first steps and making the decision to do it, and being okay with taking the risk and leaving your comfort zone. So yeah, best case scenario, you do the thing. You just do it. Even if you can't go all in at once, take a step. Like, if you're trying to come up with a new business, write down a business plan. Or if you're, I don't know, just take a little tiny step. And each day, just take a little bit of a step to get to where you want to be. And before you know it, you're going to be, in it. And it happened before you even realized what you were doing. The 3 of Wands. For what you can use, I got the 8 of Swords. So you can get out of your head and quit all the negative talk and understand that you can do hard things and that you deserve to be happy. And it worked for everybody else. I don't think it'll work for me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know if I can do that. Just stop all that. Stop all that noise and talk to yourself better. Talk to yourself, because you deserve it. If it's been planted in you and something you want to do, then you can do it. What just passed was the 10 of Wands. So you've been working hard on something. You have a lot of responsibility and stress and obligation, and you've been working really hard. Maybe not at this thing, but at something else. And so maybe you're like, do I really want to take on a new thing? Because I'm already overworked and stressed and burdened, fatigued. I'm tired. Do I really have the energy to take on this new thing? But it's funny, because when I feel like that happens when we're doing something that we're not really being fulfilled on a deeper level. But when we're doing things that do fill us on that level, fulfill our soul, fulfill our creativity, fulfill our purpose, you'll find the energy somewhere. It just comes out of the ether. What's coming is the Queen of Pentacles on the Moon, which means that you will get a intuitive calmness and support. You need to be more compassionate with yourself and keep your eye on the prize. She knows exactly what she wants, and she knows exactly what she needs to do to get it. And she is not freaking out because she just knows. She just knows, and she knows that she will do it, and she knows that it will happen. That's funny. The 10 of Swords. I'm just going to put that here in case we need it because it was flipped over. Super weird. So that means get out of your head. Oh, okay. And then that fell. Yeah. As soon as you realize it's time to get out of your head, like the fear and the anxiety will go away. They'll go away. You'll be done having all these what ifs. Your attitude is that, yeah, it's going to take some work, but you will be able to master this craft. It's the 8 of Pentacles. So, he's working hard at his craft, and he's focused at his craft. He is educating himself, and he is becoming the master of his craft. He's just putting his head down, and he's getting to work. He's like, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna do it, and I don't care if one falls on the floor. I am just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna keep building and building and building and building, and eventually I will become the expert in this, and I will become the master. And it may not look like everybody else's, but it's gonna be my beautiful masterpiece, not anybody else's. What people think, the Knight of Cups, yeah, the people see that they see what you're trying to accomplish. They see that you have romanticized this idea in some way, and maybe they're looking at it like, has this person worked out the details? Like they're just fantasizing about all the great things about it, right? And that's how it happens. We all get these ideas in our head, and we think of all the great things that will come when I do this and when I do that, but they don't necessarily consider, but I may have to work 10 hours a day to get up started, or I may have to wake up earlier, or I'm gonna have to move my schedule around for my kids, or for my family, or for working out, or for eating right, or whatever it is that is on your priority list. I may have to move some things around in the beginning so that I can become the master of this, and then I can enjoy that romantic image, this image that I had about it in the first place that looks so good, all the good things about it. To get there, it's going to be a lot of work, but you can do it because you've done it before. Remember, you did it I don't know how many times. You can do hard things. Basically, you just need to get out of your head. All right, for hopes and fears on the 8 of Pentacles, we've got the Chariot, which says that you're in control. So maybe you're afraid that you won't be in control of the situation, but you will be. You're afraid that you won't succeed at it. You're afraid that you won't be able to be victorious in the outcome. So yeah, you're just in your head about the what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. You can live in the what ifs if you wanted. And the outcome we have on the Ace of Wands, we've got the Page of Wands, which says that if you do it, you're going to find the energy, you're going to find the fresh ideas, you're going to be fearless, you're going to be, you're going to discover new things about yourself that you didn't even know, and you're going to have a cheerful attitude. It's going to just change you. It's just going to change everything for you. And once you start putting in the work every day, it'll get easier and easier. It's not going to be easy at the beginning, but what is, by the way? Learning something new is always a challenge, right? But if you enjoy it, it's going to make it that much easier. All right, Sagittarius, those are your messages this week. I am sending you so much love and light. I will speak to you next week. Take care.